All right, welcome guys. Starting off with your recognition today. It's August 18th, Tuesday. People that brought in new coaches this week. We have Chris Colton, aka Chrissy Ann, Jason Plotkin, Shelly Cook, Heather Archer, Hillary Newton, Aaron Davidson, Stephanie Deshays, Monica Nix, Tabitha Milovich, Alicia Otis brought in two coaches, Jackie McGuire, Nicole Nazario, I brought in one, Marika Fotos, I hope I said that right, Jennifer Tenney, Allison Erlenbush, and Megan Williams. So pretty good week this week. Rank advancements. We have Chrissy Colton, she went Emerald. Jackie McGuire went Emerald. Jennifer Tenney went Diamond.
Wow.
Woo! Way to go, Jennifer. And Allison Erlenbush is 1-star qualifying. So she just has to hold that for her 6 weeks, and then she will be 1-star officially. Yeah, and holding a rank is the hard part. So let's cross our fingers she can get there. Success Club so far, me, Shelly, Mary, Susie, and a lot of you guys are really close, so keep pushing. You guys are doing awesome. Just one announcement today. Our sneak peek group is still going, and the posts are numbered. So if you have somebody that's a late joiner or wants to come in and take a peek, go ahead and add them. It's fine, even though it's late. The posts are all numbered so they can go in and still read, still listen, and learn. And then just make sure that you're following up with these people, because obviously if you throw them in a group and you're not paying attention to if they're posting or not, you need to follow up and, message them and be like, how are you liking the group so far? Just something to you didn't just throw them in the group and leave them there, basically.
Engage with them.
Yeah, you have to engage with them. So do you want to talk a little bit and then?
I think we should get straight to the video first.
Okay, we have a really, really awesome video to show you guys. We watched it earlier and we loved it so much. This is another weapon you guys can use in your arsenal of signing up coaches. And these slides are so good. There's a couple slides in here that are so good. I'm putting them in the opportunity webinar because I think they're that exciting, and they're not exciting. They're kind of depressing.
Right.
It's a weapon that you guys can use.
It serves our purpose as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this video, let me just say, it's with Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Dad, Poor Dad author, and he's talking specifically about network marketing. Eric Worre is interviewing him, and some of you might have already seen this. This was just done a couple days ago, and some of you that follow Eric Worre might have seen this. But he does a really good job. And Robert, he's pretty harsh, okay? He doesn't beat around the bush, so it could be offensive to some people, I guess, as far as how he talks about how he sees having a job versus entrepreneurship. And I don't want to give anything away. That's all I want to say. But he's pretty harsh, and he just says it like he said. He's unapologetic about how he sees it. So, but that's why he is who he is. So. Anyway, we'll play this, and then we'll talk a little bit after.
It's 10 minutes, just to let you guys know.
Yep, 10 minutes.
So you're stuck here.
You'll love it, I promise.
With a couple entrepreneurial legends, Kim Kiyosaki, how are you? Robert Kiyosaki.
How you doing?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Rich Woman. How many books have you guys sold worldwide, estimated?
Well, just Rich Dad Poor Dad alone is estimated, legally produced. There's a lot of pirated copies. 33 million.
33 million books.
7 years on New York Times bestseller list, but who's counting?
Who's counting? No big deal. Talk to people about why network marketing is such a good entrepreneurial decision in the crazy landscape that we deal with in today's economy.
Well, as we know, there's fewer and fewer jobs. American corporations say they're hiring, but they're not hiring in America, they're hiring overseas. But more than that is that the reason I endorse network marketing is most people are addicted to the paycheck. And the paycheck is one of the most sinister plots ever pulled upon a human being. If you need a paycheck, you've sold your soul. You know, you sold your body, your mind, your spirit, and your emotions. You sit there in fear of losing your job, or can I get a raise, or, you know, will I get promoted? I mean, and then why would you do that? Another thing about the reason we endorse network marketing, we don't think of it as a network marketing. We think of it as entrepreneur development. Because if you need a paycheck, this is not your business. You know, we build businesses. So sometimes when Kim and I do a deal, we may not receive a paycheck for 5-6 years. You know, and so these guys come, oh, am I going to get rich quick? You know, and some people do. I don't know if you do or not. But that is an employee get rich loser mindset. And so the thing that network marketing does is really kind of cure you of that loser paycheck, get rich quick mentality and actually build a business. You know, we build businesses, and that's how we're rich. But we didn't get rich quick, and I don't need a paycheck. I never want a paycheck. So that's kind of a revolutionary thought to most people up there who went to school to get good grades and get a job. You know, and then you get a high-paying job, and the higher-paying job, you pay higher taxes, and you wonder why you never get ahead. That's because you went to school to get a job and a paycheck. You've got to get away from the paycheck, and sometimes it might take 2-3 years to get away from that. And that's what network marketing teaches people. It's an entrepreneur's mindset. It's an entrepreneur's spirit, not a loser employee, I need a paycheck mentality.
I love that. I love that. The fact of the paycheck being evil.
It's evil. Well, just look at the tax system. Just the people that have paychecks pay the highest taxes. Now, why would you do that? When if you had a little financial education, you had a business, the tax laws swing to your favor immediately. If you have a full-time job, we're not saying quit your job, keep a full-time job, you know, then start a part-time business and then call your accountant. Because the moment you start a part-time business, the tax laws shift to your favor. So all of these guys who are crying the blues, I'm paying too much in taxes, because you're a loser. You're working for a paycheck. Get it? You know what I mean? You don't want a paycheck. What you want is passive income. You know, you want income that comes from assets, not from labor. It's a very different mindset. So if you want to get rich quick, that's a bad mindset.
Yeah.
You know,
terrible
the other
mindset.
thing too about that entrepreneurial mindset is because I see a lot of people and their comment is, I don't have any money. I can't do this because I don't have money. I can't invest because I don't have any money. I can't build a business because I don't have any money. Yet by not having money, because when we started out,
I was down $820,000 bucks. You know what I mean? That's a lot of money to most people. My friend Donald Trump was down $1 billion. Didn't stop us. We just keep going.
That's the point. We didn't have money to start a business. We didn't have money to invest, but it didn't stop us, and we kept figuring it out. And because of that, it made us smarter. It made us more creative. We had to figure out how to get the money. We had to figure out how to sell ourselves and sell our ideas. I mean, not having the money actually was a benefit. But so many people are afraid of not having money that they don't take that step.
And the very skills it takes to be a great entrepreneur is required in network marketing. You start with nothing. You're asking people to work for no paycheck, and you have to build a business. Your hardest task in network marketing is taking that loser need a paycheck mentality and transforming it. If you can do that, you'll be successful. I'm not saying it's easy, but that is your job. And the reason Kim and I endorse network marketing is because unemployment keeps going through the roof, wages keep coming down, and we keep saying to our kids, go to school, get a paycheck. I mean, we're killing our kids that way. We're killing their spirit. You need a paycheck. Every time you take a paycheck, you sell your soul, you sell your mind, you sell your emotions, you sell your body.
And your time.
And your time. Well, same thing. But anyway, that's why we endorse it. And for America to go back to prosperity, or the world to go back to prosperity, we need more entrepreneurs. We don't need any more employees. Get it?
You actually sell your freedom.
Yeah.
You sell your freedom.
Yeah, that's the biggest part. That people talk about financial freedom. They don't know what it's like to not need a paycheck. The moment you don't need a paycheck, you're free. And then people say, well, what if you lose everything? Well, we didn't have anything to start. We can make it back again.
It's about the skills, isn't it? Because
It's
like,
skills.
like you say, it's not about having resources or
No.
money or investment to start. It's about being resourceful. It's about you find a way. As an entrepreneur, you find a way. You don't have enough money to get your inventory, you find a way. You solve that problem. You don't have this or that, you just find a way. That, like when you're $800,000 in debt, you found a way. When Donald Trump was $1 billion in debt, he found a way.
Right,
you know,
right. It's the skills, it's the confidence, it's the self-assuredness, all of that.
So it just really kind of cracks me up. I mean, it's not funny, but it's kind of cruel, but it's also funny. You know, you go, why would you sell your soul for a paycheck when you're going to pay tax? It doesn't make sense. If you build a business, you make more money and don't pay tax, but it takes time. And once you have it, it's like riding a bicycle. Once you learn how to build a business, you're not afraid of losing the business anymore. Because if you take it away, you'll do it again. It's like with a bicycle, you fall down, get back up. But people have never fallen down, never rode a bicycle, never learned to walk. You're always afraid of losing that paycheck. That's, you sold your soul.
Yeah. So one, working together is amazing. Two, with what's going on in the world, working for a paycheck is
It's insane.
is a bad game. It's a bad.
It's an old
decision.
idea. It's an old idea. Employees are industrial age ideas. And I wrote that book, This is the 21st Century. This is the 21st century is your entrepreneurs, you build business, and you work for passive income, not, what do you call that, paycheck income.
Paycheck income. Yeah, we got to come up with some nasty name for that.
No, it's called ordinary income.
Ordinary.
There's three kinds of income: ordinary, portfolio, and passive. And employees work for ordinary. When you save money, that's ordinary income. When you invest in a 401k, it's ordinary income. You're the biggest losers. I mean, they teach you to be the biggest losers. Go to school, get a job, work hard for ordinary income, save money, ordinary income, and invest in a 401k. Ordinary income. You got to be nuts.
And when you're building your network business, you are working for passive income because and once I got that idea of changing my mindset from focusing on ordinary income on my paycheck and income coming in from work to passive income, that made all the difference.
And the government gives you tax incentives for passive income because you're doing what the government wants you to do, like provide jobs, and we build houses, and we also invest in oil wells. We need oil. But if you put your money in a savings account and a 401k, they tax you. I think that's funny. Why would you do that? Why would you say to a kid, go to school, work hard, save money, and invest in a 401k and gets taxed to death?
Before we turn the cameras on, you were talking about people going back to school.
Yeah.
The huge rise in college debt.
Well, let me show you these charts, okay? This is a chart called Sallie Mae. Sallie Mae is like Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and all this other stuff. But Sallie Mae shows the cost of college debt is going up. It's now over $1 trillion. College debt is worse than credit card debt. And I won't go into why. But college debt is now higher than credit card debt. But worst of all, I look at this next chart, you'll see wages of college graduates are going down. That's pretty cruel. So these kids, the parents are saying to the kid, go back to school. The parents go back to school, they get deeper in debt, and their wages go down. And this next chart is even more disturbing. What you'll see here is a chart of what's happening to the middle class. Middle class income is going this way, not this way. And then the last chart, well, the second to last chart is this. This is the chart of working poor. So where's the middle class going? They're now in the working poor. And this is food stamp usage. Over the years, food stamp usage keeps going up. These people are good people, hardworking. The trouble is they don't make enough money to survive. Now, the good news is they're perfect candidates for network marketing, stuff like this. But you look at what's going on in America, so people are on food stamps now. Or you can just go in an entitlement program and pay no tax at all, and that's going up also. So America's in a mess. But the biggest threat, I think, coming up is Social Security. As for guys my age, look at Social Security. It's now bankrupt. It is today bankrupt. And many people say, oh, I'm going to count on Social Security. I said, you may as well count on the Easter Bunny or Santa Claus. You've got to wake up. And so this is the very last chart. This is the national debt of America. It just keeps going up. So if you're going to school, getting a job, working hard, saving money, counting on 401k, Social Security, I think the government's going to take care of you. You may as well bet on Santa Claus.
Well, Robert Kiyosaki, what can you say? Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He loves.
Okay, so
What do you think about that?
that's so awesome. I don't even know where to begin, really. There's so much you could say about it, but like Sherry and I were talking earlier, even before we saw this video, and we were talking about, like, one of the things, I guess, that differentiates the people that actually become successful in this thing, the people that just always wish for it, is, really it comes down to your motive as to why you're doing it. Because it's true that if your motive is strictly to make money, if that's your motivation for doing this, as ironic as it seems, it's not going to work. That cannot be your motivation. That has to be secondary. Like, your motivation, you have to truly, like, buy into the company mantra, what it is we're doing. We're trying to change people one person at a time, and really, like, to check your motive. Like, we love what we do as coaches. When we hear stories of people losing 20, 30, 40 pounds, and, now their children are eating healthier and all those kind of things, we love it, and we would do it for free. We really would. And the reason why we would is, yeah, of course we needed income, but we would both still be nurses if that was the case, and we would be doing this for free because that's the way it was. We weren't getting paid when we first started this, just like half of you guys aren't either. We were, it's like, hey, I covered my Shakeology this month. It's a win, like when we finally got to that point, but it took a while to even get there. And why were we doing it? It's because we bought into what the company was doing, what they were trying to accomplish. And then as a secondary notion to that, then all of a sudden we started building a team and we started receiving income. Then the income got stupid and we were able to walk away from our jobs. But that's because we had the right motivation. So you really got to check your motivation. And I'm serious because, like, we were listening to something earlier from another famous entrepreneur, and he was saying the exact same thing. You have to have the right motivation. You got to be doing it for the right reasons. It makes all the difference in the world. That is exactly why some people make it and why some people don't. It's your motivation. And let's see, what else did I write down that I wanted to see? Okay. Another thing is, like, and eventually, like, you got to have your breakthrough, moment in this thing. And you really, and we say this all the time, but we have new people coming on and it's worth repeating. You've got to continue with your personal development until you have your breakthrough. Your business is never going to grow higher than you grow as a person. That's what everyone says. All the famous authors of the books that we tell you to read, they all say it, the exact same thing. And they're not just making it up. They wouldn't all be saying the same thing if it wasn't true. And it's exactly what we found. When you're 30 books in, 40 books in, you're reading all these different things. Then you start applying different things and you have the right motivation and all these, like, people they spend all this money on online, and they go to these classes and they buy all these different tools to learn all these methods on how to become an expert at Instagram and all these different things. And that's all well and good. You have to develop skills, okay, that you can apply. But ultimately, it comes down to what's between your ears and your motivation and why you're doing it. And, and like Robert Kiyosaki was saying, about how people, this is how you know if it's not for you, honestly, or you haven't grown enough to be a true entrepreneur. If you're like, even if you're thinking this, and I'm sorry if I step on your toes, but it's the truth with a capital T. If you're telling yourself, I don't know if I can swing a Shakeology, $100 a month, that's a lot of overhead for a business. It's a lot of overhead for a business that's actually going through your head. Are you kidding me? He was $820,000 down. And I guarantee you, he never once thought, well, maybe we ought to just go get a job and get a paycheck. No, Robert Kiyosaki is who he is because, like, we're $820,000 down. Maybe we can make it work before we're $850,000 down. Maybe we'll keep going. If not, then it'll be $1 million, whatever. But they kept going because they had already made the decision in their head. This is going to work. Whatever we got to do to make it work, it's going to work. So if you're worried about $100 a month worth of overhead, Seriously, save yourself the aggravation, go get a job. I'm telling you, because it's not for you. And being an entrepreneur isn't for everyone. That's okay. It doesn't make anyone any better than anyone else. It's just different. You gotta, if you want the rewards that come with entrepreneurship, you gotta have that mentality. You know, if that's not who you are, that's not who you are. But that's the way you gotta be. You know, you gotta, and if you're not at that point yet, grow to that point. You know, dive into the books, keep reading, keep, you know, listening to the right people, whatever you got to do. But that's where you got to get to. Then that's the truth. You've got to get to that point where you don't care. If it was $500 a month, I don't care, because I'm not going to live like this till I'm 65 years old, paycheck to paycheck. You know, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to figure out a way to not do that anymore, so I can be home full time with my kids and see them off to school every day, or whatever it is you want to do. But, you know, $100 a month, it's just a joke, you know. So people that struggle with that, I don't even know what to tell them. You know, it's just, it's frustrating for me. You know, it's just like, well, go get a job then. You know, I don't know what to tell you, you know. But anyway.
High five. I think that's it.
Yeah, I guess we're done. It's been a long call.
Oh,
Oh, not really.
no.
21 minutes. But that's it. So, you know, just, we'll see you online.
You'll see those slides in our opportunity webinar, because that will really hit home for some people. Income's going down, go to college, you have all kinds of debt, but your income's still low. You got to make it up somehow. You have to have a plan B. So that's going to be our little spin onto that opportunity webinar. One part at least. All right, guys.
All right. Have a good night.
Oh, wait. I'm going to wait. I'm going to unmute you guys just in case you have questions. Or unmute. Oh, wait. You can unmute if you have a question. No? Nada? All right. Okay.
Night.
Night, guys.